This is my at-one-ment with the universe, including all that she provides for me. And I call her a she because she is the bounty of all being. God remains as the masculine and serves as the provider of and for her offspring, and thus they create one another. As the Bible says Eve was made of the rib from Adam, so the universe is created from the piece of him that is nearest and dearest to his heart. I assume by many I will be called a New Age thinker, and I don't dispute that indeed I am. At the rate the world is moving now, today is definitely a newer age than yesterday, and indeed this year a newer age than the last. If an age does not become new, it is because the being has ceased to grow, and life decays from stagnancy. Yet from whichever age I have come, be it the age of Buddha, the age of Christ, the age of Mohammed, the age of darkness, or the age of Renaissance, this age is new. The stories on which we are raised are rich and many. From whatever culture we are spawned, the legends portray not only the ideal of our being, but of the journey we take to become. The images are vast and playful, signs and symbols that can barely begin to describe the wonder of the actual experience. To breathe through life, to sense, to feel, to touch, to hold, to love, and to let go. To forget that any story has ever been told, and the present moment is the climax of the only story that matters here, now. As Aristotelian wisdom proclaims, every story has a beginning, middle, and end, each character a trial, sacrifice, and victory, for we are all the big picture of our legends. We are the culmination of our collective culture, for in each of us is the spirit of whomever has brought us to spawn, and we face this world, these situations, these libations, these intoxications, and find such interesting things from these people in this funhouse mirror that is called life. For in every face we see, there is the same spirit. In a different story, from a different culture, by a different name, in a different game. In each of these people who mirror our souls, there is a map sketched into their eyes of the journey that has brought them to the treasure of now. And in the right light, your map looks just like mine. The raging battle places of good and evil, right and wrong, love and hate, faith and folly, and the war to tell the difference. And in each and every story, each and every facet of reality, in each of our own perceptions, we are the hero our people have been waiting for. It is our trial, our sacrifice, our victory, for in each of us there is the Spirit that my culture calls the Christ. And upon the realization of our heroism, we first accept our call with the two words, I am. I am the change I long to see in the world. I am the vessel through which my God serves. I am that I am. And to clothe ourselves in the armor we will need for our epic battle of deciding which I am we really are, if we choose for our story to believe in this God breathed example of service and compassion, and tell it through the three acts of faith, hope, and love, then our story will become as legend. But before we set off on our quest for reward, we take a moment to be still and know that I am God. We are blessed to receive two of the greatest gifts from the parents of our creation, time and choice. This new age, this moment of stillness, of silence, as our mother holds us in her bosom, and the rhythm of our hearts blends with the heartbeat of the universe. With the faith of a child, we know that we can always choose peace. Our breath joins our beat, adding melody to the musical score of life, our words, our songs, our laughs, and our cries, as instruments to celebrate our return, our resurrection as a new creature. The credits from the previous feature have come to an end, and as we begin to tell the story of our new age, we begin at Act 1, in touch with the rhythm from whence we have come. As we go to face our own adventures, I wish you well on your way, and a time if you stay.